All right. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us this session. Today, you'll learn about how Angaza streamlines last mile distribution and increases sales of clean cook stoves in last mile markets. Now, Angaza, as most of you know, is a San Francisco and Nairobi-based software company with a mission to equip last mile distributors with the technology they need to offer life-changing products to anyone, anywhere in the world. My name's Wesley Kading. I'm our head of our commercial business unit here at Angaza, and I'm going to give you a short overview of the Angaza solution and how we work with manufacturers and distributors alike to increase consumer access to life-changing products and ultimately help their businesses grow. Then, I'm going to turn it over to my colleagues. We're going to give you a deeper dive into some of the specific features that make remote sales and distribution possible. At the end, we'll have some time for Q&A. You can submit any questions you'd like by clicking on the icon that says Q&A on your Zoom control bar, and our moderator will bring them to us and pass them along, and my colleagues and myself will help answer them later on. Let's dive in. First, I want to tell you about the impact we're making with our customers and manufacturers around the globe. Angaza supports over 200 last mile distributors spanning over 50 countries. With a large concentration of customers in East and West Africa, and a growing number of distributors from the Asia Pacific and Latin American regions as well. To date, our customers have used the Angaza platform to sell over 2 million devices, like cook stoves, registering over $150 million in consumer payments via our platform. All this is possible by digitizing and automating operations with Angaza, and our partners, manufacturers and distributors alike, can see their sales increase by 5x. So how do we do this? Well, as you know, last mile markets remain something of a frontier for both product manufacturers and their distributors. Getting products to consumers is a complex and oftentimes very costly operation. Distributors need to manage several business functions. They need a way to manage their inventory along the supply chain, in and out of the field. They need a way to collect and keep track of different payment modalities, such as mobile money and oftentimes cash. Our customers need the ability to monitor and manage the performance of their sales agents, to identify who their best sales agents are, or potentially where things aren't selling quite as well. They need a point of sale tool to collect prospective client information, to store and later follow up with those clients. And of course, conduct remote sales when those prospects are ready to purchase. And they need a sophisticated after-sales tool that helps them maintain communication, build strong relationships, and ultimately keep those clients happy through our portal. Now, many distributors who begin working with us are trying to accomplish all of this using a pen and paper, or sometimes Google Sheets. These manual processes lead to errors, they're costly to maintain, and oftentimes limit scaling potential so that your business can't grow to the levels it genuinely could. Now, Angaza takes all of these core business functions and needs into one complete software solution. The Angaza solution is uniquely designed to eliminate the barriers to entry and the barriers to scale that both manufacturers and distributors encounter in this last mile distribution market. It's a cloud-based management center called the Hub, where you'll work from day to day, and an Android app called the Activator, where your sales agents will be able to keep track of their inventory and their prospective clients, as well as their existing customers, all from their mobile device. Together, they enable distributors to overcome the barriers of last mile distribution in the following ways. First and foremost, it digitizes their business, all through our centralized system, or known as the Hub, so that it's not only easier to sell to clients, but to keep track of those sales in a meaningful and insightful way. Additionally, it makes their sales networks more efficient by tracking and managing inventory allocation and optimizing and identifying sales agent performance that normally you wouldn't ever be able to do before. It improves customer satisfaction with tools like SMS, and the ability to create post-sale tasks to follow up. And finally, it captures real-time data and insights into your operations that give you more ways and more data to make better business decisions for yourself. So without further ado, let's see an example of the Angaza system as it would be used for clean cook stove sales.
Okay, hi everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Shelby, the Regional Sales Manager at Angaza, and I currently manage our Nairobi-based sales team. I'm very excited to show you around the Angaza Hub today, our web-based business solution. So Angaza has built this platform holistically for distributors operating in emerging markets to increase their sales and operational efficiencies. For today, we don't have time to examine each element of the hub, but I'm going to show you how it assists me in making real-time decisions, such as where to move stock, how to task my sales team, and who to promote a new product to. The hub I'm using is called Polar Solar, and they're a distributor that sells solar home systems, cook stoves, and a lot of other products. It's customized to my preferred language, English, and my local currency, Kenyan shillings. So let's look at the landing page of our hub. This is the out-of-the-box landing page. You can see, we can see a snapshot of our sales agents, registrations, our monthly registrations by product. You can get as granular as looking at pricing groups, individual products, and responsible users. So these are the out-of-the-box charts that give you a basic snapshot into our business. You can also see at the top of this page, we have several different modules which you can use to manage all aspects of your business. So today we're just going to focus on accounts, messages, and stock, which will manage our inventory. In addition to standard dashboards, Angaza is equipped so users can create their own custom dashboards and charts. Today, our company has received a new rocket cook stove at one of our warehouses, and I want to send them to my most successful sales agent. I also want to empower them to move this product as fast as possible. So let's bring you to the custom dashboard that we've created to specifically manage my sales agents, called Sales Metrics. As you can see on the top of the page, I have set up this dashboard to show me the sales from the previous quarter. This is a snapshot of overall how our company is doing by week. You can also see sales by agent, so I can see how everybody's performing, our total revenue, total sales, this is meaning amount of units that we've sold, sales by pricing group, daily payments. These can be by manual payment, meaning cash, or mobile money. This is M-Pesa on here. And then we can also see sales by product. So you can see the Sun King homes are performing very well. We can also see monthly sales by product. And we can get as granular as selecting any element of this chart and then filtering by that to see what that data is showing. So it's obvious that James Bond is my top agent, and I'm going to choose to send him the new rocket cook stove today and task him so that he can move the product. So let's move to our stock module. Again, this is where you manage all of your inventory and stock. You can see that we have a very powerful filtering tool on the left that allows me to filter by key and custom fields to view my stock. So I'm going to filter by rocket cook stove. That's the new cook stove we've received today. As you can see that it's in stock and it's being held at warehouse A. So let's select that. And I am going to send this to my sales agent. Okay, great. So the prompt at the top will show you that one unit has been successfully sent. The status is in transit. He hasn't accepted the stock yet. It's still being held at warehouse A. Once it is accepted, that status will change. You can also bulk send stock, so several units at once, maybe between warehouses or between users. So now James Bond, who is in the field, will be able to accept the stock and sell it via his mobile phone on the Angaza Activator app, which my colleague Andre will walk you through in a few minutes here. So let's work on promoting this product. There are two things that I want to show you in the accounts module. The first is going to help me manage my sales agents, and the second is going to help me promote our new cook stove. I know that James is scheduled to go to Kibera today, a part of Nairobi. So I'm going to custom filter by a field that I've created for myself, and that's the region field. And I'm going to select Kibera as the region. So now that I've selected it, you'll see that the accounts have filtered just by which region. And so we have one client currently in this region, Peter. And you can see Peter is a pretty good client. He has 4 products that he's purchased from us. He's 100% fully paid. And so I want to task James to contact Peter directly. So you can see by the check mark in the bottom right-hand corner, I can create a task automatically. I can customize this by what time I even want my sales agent to complete this task by. Let's say he has to do it by today, and I could even task him for the specific time. And then let's say visit client and promote Rocket Cook Stove. So now when he's in the field, he has these tasks that he can use to guide him. You can see task 20 has been created. I can also see my whole log of tasks. The status is open. Once he's completed it, it's closed. So this is really powerful in terms of managing your sales agent's time and efforts. So we're not done yet. I want to target a larger client segment. So I'm going to send a bulk SMS for promotion. We found that sending SMSs is one of the most effective ways to market and promote our products to our end users. So it's much easier to sell to current clients than to find new ones. So I'm going to filter out, and I want to target every customer who has purchased something from Polar Solar in 2020 to know that we're selling this new Rocket Cook Stove. Okay, so we'll do between 2020, January 1st, and now. Okay, so the Angaza hub is directly integrated with local telcos, so you can send SMSs from the hub to your clients seamlessly. And we're integrated with telcos virtually across the entire globe. All right, so you can see I'm creating my message now. Job name can be Cook Stove promo. Let's select it to go out tomorrow. Okay, so I can type this in. You'll see on the left-hand side, we have different variables. These are variables that it will automatically populate information from your Angaza hub. So you could do a client name, you could do another ID. For today, I'm gonna prompt them to contact their agent. So I'm gonna put in the agent phone number. Let's fix this typo here. All right, and that looks good. I'm gonna schedule it. You can see that the bulk SMS job is updated. It will automatically route me to the messaging page, but I can select this module as well and go to the bulk SMS schedule. So you can see everything that's scheduled for the future here, and that's the newest promotion that I put in there. Okay, so I could create a bulk SMS message also from the messages module. So you can upload spreadsheets with a marketing list or a list of customer you may have in another database. I could also choose to directly message our leads. These are also called prospects in the Angaza hub, and those leads, our sales agents can collect prospects in the field. Andre will show you that briefly on the activator. But as you can see, the Angaza hub just empowered me as a manager to determine which sales agent I want to assign stock to, alert them remotely, and promote the new item to our desired base. And that was all in a matter of minutes. I don't have time to go over all the functionality today, but please feel free to contact me and us as a company if you'd like a specialized demo on how Angaza can help grow your business. I'm now going to hand this off to Andre so he can take you through how he would sell this cook stove through the mobile-based application, the Angaza Activator.
Great. Thank you so much, Shelby. Just wait on this to get over to the activator here. Great. So hi, everyone. As Shelby said, my name is Andre Lucas, and I'm a sales rep here at Angaza. And today I'm going to be showing you how James Bond, a sales agent of our demo platform of Polar Solar, will register a new client to make a sale of a non-metered cook stove. Now, it's important to note that the activator is actually cloud-based. So that means that the sales agents can effectively use it anywhere. Now, if there isn't any internet in the area, the information will just update on the hub, which is what Shelby just walked us through, once the activator connects to the internet again. So as you can see here, there are a few things a sales agent can do on the activator. At the top, create a new account. I can manage an existing account. I can create a new prospect to be approved by the back end or the office. Manage my portfolio, which shows me all of my prospects and current accounts. Look at my individual sales numbers and performance. And finally, I can also look at my stock, so whatever is assigned to me or that I'm overseeing. But for today, I'm just going to touch on a couple of these things. So let's start with a new account. So moving to the top, if we want to create a new account, we just click new account. And from here, we're going to choose the stock in which we wish to sell to the end client that we're registering. So let's choose the Polar Rocket cook stove. And once you do that, it pulls up the information about the product itself. So you can see the name at the top, the billing model being direct sale, meaning a one-time payment, and the price being 15,000 shillings. So now we just need to hit next. And following, we will need to collect the information deemed important by the hub administrator. Now, these questions are solely for the demo, but they're customizable like most parts of our platform. So you can change these questions to collect the information that you see as important for your individual business. That phone number at the top, however, is always going to be required, so we can just start with that. So let's put in +254 717 109 224. Hit OK. Now it's asking the name, so let's put McKenna Kamal. Right. Then region, we'll put Africa, for example. And age, let's just put 27. So now we can see the geolocation, and that's just the physical location in which the sale is taking place. And if we hit next, now we'll enter the cash collected. And this could be cash or mobile money, but the price of the product is 15,000 shillings. So I'll put that for the one-time payment. Hit OK. And now it brings up the information that was just collected. So at the bottom, if we just hit confirm, you can see that now we have registered and tracked the sale of a cook stove with an end client. So you can see the top finished, meaning finished payment. And we can see the information here that we took from that end client, as well as the Polar Rocket cook stove at the bottom that we sold to them, right? So if we wanted to find this record of sale again, we can do so by going here to my portfolio, my accounts, and under finished at the top right, you'll see at the bottom of the list, there's McKenna Kamal right there. And it would bring you straight back to that record of sale. So it's super easy to use and super easy to find again. So now that I've walked you through that, the last awesome feature I'd like to point out before we wrap this up is the prospect feature. So let's say you want to have a little more visibility into the clients that your sales agents are selling to. You could create a pricing group for your product that would require prospective account approval. This just means that you, as the hub administrator, would have to look at the information collected by your sales agents about the client and approve that client in order for the sale to be made. The process would be exactly the same as the process I just walked you through to make a regular sale, except that sale won't be complete until the approval is made by the administrator. So all of the prospects can be seen here. If we go down to my portfolio, my prospects, you'll see the top approved, rejected, and pending. Pending just means you're waiting on that approval after you've collected necessary information. Rejected means it can't be made for some reason, that sale can't be finalized. And approved means that role or that sale can now be finalized, right? So you can see here, Ramiro Ruiz, for example, has been approved. So if I were to press sell, it would then finalize the sale of that product to Ramiro and he would move to my accounts. So those are the two main things I wanted to walk you through. Feel free to ask any questions in the Q&A section coming up next. And thank you so much for listening. I'll let Wes take you from here.
Thanks, Andre and Shelby, and great job presenting that. So now we've seen a little bit more about the platform and how we can help enable not only manufacturers, but also distributors, clean cook stoves. We're going to jump to the Q&A section now. I see we've gotten a few questions that have come in, and we'll go from there and answer those. And I may be able to answer them, or we may pass them over to somebody on the team. So let's dive in. So the first question we have is from David at CCAK, which is the Clean Cook Stove Association. How can we partner to assist our members? We are absolutely 110% open to partnering with you and figuring out a way to make this work for all of your companies as part of your association. That's probably a conversation for better taken offline on the specifics, but we partner with a number of organizations to ensure that their members have the top of the line capability and ability to sell as much as really they can by using Angaza. We have another question here from Hannah at West Wind Energy. I'll pass this over to you, Shelby, but the question is, how can we integrate Angaza into our current sales model to increase sales and distribution?
Okay, thanks, Wes. And hi, Hannah. I'm glad you were able to join. So we would, with Angaza, what we would do is we would love to look at your current sales process individually and examine that. But Angaza, the hub is customizable. I think that what we really excel at is if you have boots on the ground sales agents, that's certainly a competitive advantage of our system. But again, we're happy to evaluate that on an individual basis, which we would love to do.
Awesome. Thank you, Shelby. This one came in anonymous. For each product I sell to a customer, would they have to make a separate transaction, or can the products be sold in a bunch? Andre, why don't you take that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we have a pretty awesome feature within our platform that allows you to actually bundle products so that your client can make a payment toward the total amount of multiple products rather than making separate transactions. And we call that product bundles. So they wouldn't have to.
Sounds easy enough. All right. The next question here, again, anonymous. We have a few of these. Can I use Angaza to sell products on a pay-as-you-go basis if clients are interested in purchasing products with incremental payments? The answer to that is simply yes. We have a number of different models. It doesn't have to be cash. It doesn't have to be pay-as-you-go. It can be either of the two. It can even be perpetual. So there are a number of different payment models that we have already set up native to our hub that you'll be able to use. All right. We have time for a few more. Next question is there a limit to the type of products you can sell on Angaza? Andre, why don't you take this one?
Yeah, that's a great question. There's actually absolutely no limit to the type of products you can sell on our platform. We've had people sell a variety of different things like milk, for example, rakes, solar home systems, and even incubators. That's just to name a few products that I've seen before. So anything goes.
Amazing. All right. Next question is, does Angaza work on an iPad or other tablets? Shelby, why don't you handle this?
Sure. So the Angaza hub is web-based. So anywhere that you have a web browser with internet connection, you will be able to use the Angaza hub, which is what I took you through. Specifically to the activator, the Angaza activator is currently available for Android phones, just because we found that within the markets we operate in, those sales agents primarily are going to be using Android phones. So I think that right now it's Android. In the future, we could include iOS, but we really haven't found a need for it, or that has not been a request from our customers.
Awesome. Thanks, Shelby. And the last one here is, can I use WhatsApp or another software for messaging agents or customers? I'll take this one and end it. You can use our Zapier connection or our API to integrate Angaza customer information with your CRM or other software for messaging if they can connect. Well, we want to thank everybody for joining today. It's really been a wonderful experience to be able to bring this to you. We're very excited about the potential of working with many clean cook stove manufacturers and distributors around the world. If there are any further questions, feel free to email us or get in touch with us via our website. Thanks again.